Hello and welcome to today's video. The topic, 12 words that can transform your sales. 12 words that can transform your sales. Now, of course, there's a lot more than 12 words, right? But I'm just going to give you 12 words today, 12 powerful words that if you use them in any of your sales conversations, you will find that your sales results and your sales satisfaction and your whole enjoyment levels will definitely increase. I mean, be quite frank with you, words can conjure up all sorts of great relationships. There's no doubt about that. Words are powerful, okay? But words can either attract people to you and build the know, like, and trust factor and become potential customers of yours, or they can repel people. It depends on the words that you're thinking with the likes. It depends on the words that you're using, okay, and how you use them. And I mean, you must be aware of this, that emotional factors, these are the things in any sales conversation that make things happen. And as Dan Kennedy, a very famous marketer, once said, maybe 20 years ago now, he said something on the lines of, if I get it right, something like, everyone we speak to is a skinful of emotions, right? A skinful of emotions. In other words, everyone has their own emotional setup, right? And you never know how you're going to meet them. You don't know whether they're going to be welcoming, whether they're going to have a bad day or a good day, whatever it may be, which raises one other point for me. What you ought to be focusing on, before I get to the 12 key words, the other thing you should be focusing on, really, is trying to work out how you can become a welcome guest rather than an annoying pest with any of your sales conversations. What that means is work out a strategy, work out a way so that you can be invited by your prospect rather than just appear there uninvited as an unwelcome guest, right? As an annoying pest, in other words. Work on a strategy that you can actually get them to invite you. And when they invite you, the whole ball game's changed. Because you're arriving there as a welcome guest. You're probably arriving there because of you've got some sort of expert or authority or status where people respecting you and they're prepared to listen to you, be prepared to be guided by you. Thank you for my granddaughter. And you'd be prepared, sorry about that, and be prepared to follow your instructions. Okay? So think of a strategy where you could get people to invite you. I mean, think of the power of that. Rather than you picking up the telephone and making cold calls, right? When you are responding to people's requests to come and help them, that is such a really different way of going about selling, which is not really the topic for today. It's something I'm going to talk about in the near future. But bear that in mind, because then when you're doing that, the words you're using it can be even more powerful. And one last thing before I give you the words. Whatever you say, whatever the words you decide to use, whether you want to use these 12 words I'm going to give you or anything else, key issue is this. One, make sure you focus on benefits, not specifics with your potential prospects, okay? Focus on benefits. I'm not saying ignore specifics. I'm not saying ignore the facts and statistics. I'm simply saying put more focus on the benefits, okay? Secondly, put more focus on value rather than price. Most people will regard your offer as either too cheap or too expensive because they can't equate the value. And if they can't equate the value, it means you haven't done a good enough job in explaining to them what this value is all about. Okay? Which leads me to the next thing. Don't teach them, it's not learning, it's showing them. You must show the value. Show them. And that requires proof. Okay? Now, the proof could be statistics, the proof could be testimonials, the proof could be a whole lot of things. But you've got to make sure that you show, not learn. And finally, whatever the words you're using, make sure that you are looking at emotions more than logical decision making. Right? Logic opens the mind, emotion opens the purse. That's my mother used to tell me anyway. All right. My name is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, we're up near the Cambodian border. Let me just acknowledge some people. Yvonne Jones, thank you. Good to see you. Lynette Chung, thank you for joining me. Jim Toms, good to see you, mate. I thought you might be asleep. Mark Davis from Melbourne too. Two Melbourneites there. It's late for you guys, so I really appreciate it. Lyndon, thank you for joining as well. Okay, so I'll come back to some others. Have I missed anybody? My sincere apologies if I have. Sanjay, good to see you. Thank you. And Edward, good to see you as well. Thank you. And Mary, hello there. Paula Blanchard, thank you for joining. Okay. All right. Get on with it, Peter. Thank you for joining me, guys. Here we go. The first word doesn't come as any surprise, right? Surely it shouldn't come as any surprise. The number one most powerful word you can use in sales is you. Y-O-U. Because it's all about them, not all about you. I'm not going to go into detail about that. That should be pretty obvious. Unfortunately, we tend to forget it. If you're a little bit nervous and you go into some sort of sales presentation, more than likely you're not talking about you. You're talking about your offer. You're talking about all the great things because you're enthusiastic about it. You want to show them, right? Woo, curb that enthusiasm. Keep the focus on them. Okay? You will have plenty of time to talk about your solution when you know the solution is appropriate for them. And you will not know it's appropriate for them unless you focus on them. The you is them, right? Not you, all right? Second word, and. Pretty simple, right? And. This keeps the conversation going. What I'm really saying to you is try to take the word but, B-U-T, out of any conversation you have. But it changes the whole ball game, okay? It sort of stops the flow of the conversation. But and keeps the conversation flowing, all right? Third one, imagine, right? That's what you want to do, because especially when you're telling stories about with people, you've got to get them and use them to imagine, get them to think about, put themselves in the position, get them to feel what it's like, get them to see what the reactions are and all those things. So get them, use the word imagine. Very, very powerful word indeed, okay? It sets the scene. It sets the scene for you. Next one, because. Crazy, eh? Use the word because, okay? Why? I'm not really sure of this, to be quite frank with you, but I do know, I mean, I've had 36 years in sales, right? I do know that if you ask somebody to do something and then tell them why, it's not just courteous, it also helps them to do what you're asking them to do. Rather than just make a statement, I'll do this, tell them why. Give them the because. If you give them the because, it will help you relate more with your potential customer, okay? And they will listen to you more, and they'll react to you more, and they'll follow you more. Next word, instantly. In this day and age, you know as well as I do, everybody wants something yesterday, right? And some people aren't prepared to wait any more than a couple of seconds, even if that, right? I was talking to someone today, just quietly, who was complaining about people coming to his website, okay, but not opting into their mailing list. Well, I went and checked the website, and it took me 3 or 4 minutes to find the opt-in box. By then, most people would have gone. I was only there because I promised I'd try and opt in and check out his system for him. But there's the issue, right? If you are not providing some sort of instant satisfaction, I don't mean everything's got to be instant, by the way. Just be aware that people, these days got ADD sort of things, right? They love to have more instant results of some sort. Now, some of the things that you offer you cannot provide instantly. I appreciate that. But there are things you can provide almost instantly to them, all right? That gives them a little tip to help them get going, whatever it is. Or in the case, for example, as I mentioned to you, if you've got a website and you want to build your email list, make sure people can see the darn thing, okay? If they've got to go looking for it, they won't find it and they won't bother. Next word, value. Value. Whatever you do, and I alluded to this before, but whatever you do, your focus is not just on them as a prospect, but your focus is on making sure you understand what value do they want and what value do they need, which means what is their problem, and then find out what their real problem is, not just what their superficial problem is. That requires questions, that requires you to go the extra mile. And in doing that, you're adding value. You're adding value to them because you're identifying exactly what their real needs are, right? So the word value in your conversation has a great connotation for your potential prospect. The next one is do. Crazy, eh? What I'm saying is this. If you say to a prospective customer, well, look, I'll try and do whatever it is, all of a sudden, you've sent a message that you're not sure about yourself. But if you say, I will do, then you are sending a different message altogether. You're sending a message that you are competent and you are confident and you're something that that they can believe in, right? So, I'll do this for you, not I will try. Do not leave the word try out of your conversation. If you want people to believe that you are worth following, worth listening to, then you've got to give them a sense of confidence in you, okay? And people want leadership. They are looking for leadership. They are looking for support. They're not looking for someone who's not really sure, okay? I'll give it a shot. I'm not sure, but I'll give it a shot. Now, maybe you're being totally honest, right? But you're at the same time, what you're doing when you're saying, oh, I'll try or I'll give it a shot, what you're really sending a message to them is that you're not all that sure. And that means you could lose them, all right? So that's not going to transform your sales. Next, use their name. Okay, everybody responds when their name is used in a conversation. I won't go on this, you know that bit as well as I do, right? But the key is it makes them feel like you're listening to them. It makes them feel like you're focusing on them. It makes them feel like they are the center of your attention, because they better damn well be. They better be, because that's what it's all about, okay? Next, real results. That's what people are looking for. Not pretend, not wishy-washy stuff, but real results. People are looking for clarity, authenticity, and the truth. Right? So give them the reality, even if it means they may not like the truth. Tell it to them anyway. Okay? It's important. It's truly important. No BS. Give them the truth. Next one, nearly there. Very powerful word, simple. People really do resonate with this word because they are more open to giving it some attention if it's simple. Because a lot of people, especially online, especially people who are just starting out online, they're confused, they're frustrated, they don't know where they are, they've got information overload, they've got all sorts of things coming at them, they don't know where to start, they don't know what's going on. All they want to do is, how do you make money with this stuff? And no one's telling them, because they're giving them all this complicated, sophisticated rubbish. If you can keep it simple, people will love you for that, especially if it's simple and it's practical and it works. If it does that, you've got a winner. And that solution is something you should never walk away from, okay? Second last one, we. Use the word we. Give them the real understanding, not the impression, but the true belief that you are on the same team as them. You are not competing against them for their attention. You are on the same side as them, working out where their real needs and solutions could be, and so you're on the same team. We will do this together, okay? That's really what it's all about. I mean, you can either use other words like together or us or our, whatever it is, but the idea is working together, okay? And finally, the last word, well, actually, it's 3 words, be quite frank with you, but perhaps the most powerful ones of all. I've kept it till last. And I want you to use this. If it's really applicable, please make sure you use this. And hang in there till the end, because I've got a great PDF for you, okay? The words I'm telling you to use is when you're being honest with them and seeking clarity, and you're not sure, you tell them, I don't know. I don't know. That, more than anything, shows that you are ethical, shows them that you're honest, there's no BS about you. It's not the same as, I'll give it a try. Okay, you are being definite, I don't know. But by the same token, I'll find out for you. If you do that, you will build a fantastic relationship because people will respect the fact that you are being totally bloody honest with them. That's what it amounts to, all right? Okay, I hope you found some value and some help in that. Thank you very much for hanging in there with me and staying with me, okay? Here's my call to actions for you. One, if you want to join a group which is just getting started, it's my little tribe, it's called Your Next Level. Come and say hello, answer the 3 questions and come and join us and become part of our tribe, part of the community, and share your thoughts and feelings and questions, and we'll do our best to help you, okay? Your Next Level. And the other thing I've got for you is this. This is 25 power words checklist. If you're interested in that, in fact, I'll let you into a secret. There is 25 power words, but I give you access to 400 more, okay? If you're interested in this free PDF, okay, send me a personal message. Just simply saying 25 power words, okay? Or 25 power words checklist, and I will get it to you, all right? So there you go. I hope you found some help with that. Just before I go, Julia Dorinles, thank you very much. Kilu, thank you for joining. Just bear with me if I missed some people. Wow, if I have, I am very sorry. I am very sorry. David, good to see you too. Muskowitz, thank you very much. I should have opened this list before you. Okay. And Henry, thank you very much indeed. All right, look, my sincere apologies, everybody. Anyone, Ilya, good to see you too. Okay. Look, all I'm saying, I'm sorry, I've got a new system and I'm trying to work out how Facebook's giving me the information, so I apologise if I missed out on seeing you. All right. Thank you for joining me. Hope you found it helpful. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, okay? Give it a share if you think someone can benefit from it, and I'll talk to you in the very near future. Take care. All the best from Thailand. Bye for now. Bye.